Alright, guys. This bench session, I'm gonna get a little fucking bananas, man. Since last Monday's bench session, I could hit that 365 for 7 reps. And it felt surprisingly easy. I'm deciding to, as long as these next couple warm-ups feel pretty good, I'm gonna go for 4 or 5 for 2, maybe even 3 reps. The 1 rep max calculator says I should get 3 reps, but judging off of yesterday's squat session, I don't know. It felt a little rough yesterday, so it kind of just depends how my body feels right now. But I mean, fuck. Hopefully 3. That'd be fucking sick. The best I've ever done is 4 or 5 for 1, but that was well over a year ago, and I was 10 to 15 pounds lighter, and I was damn sure not nearly as strong as I am right now. Yeah. Honestly, I probably won't say a whole lot until I get this 4 or 5 set in. The anticipation and anxiety is starting to ramp up quite a bit. So, yeah, I'll hit 1 warm up here, 315. Depending how that feels, I'll do a 345 warm up if it doesn't feel the best. But if it feels pretty good, I'm gonna go straight to 365 for just 1, and then probably jump right into the 4 or 5 set. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the anxiety and anticipation it's starting to get to me a little bit. But yeah, so let me hit this for 1. Oh yeah, that was butter, fucking butter. All right, I think I'm gonna go straight to 365. Hopefully hit a nice single. I might even hit a double just to really get a feel for how my body's feeling today. Because you guys know, I mean, it literally varies from day to day even. So just because I hit 365 for 7 last week, doesn't mean that it's gonna feel as easy today. So like always, I'll get the weight on there, and I'll kind of see what happens. mm. Ah, fuck. Ah. Mm. Mm. 2. Oh.
Got it. You got 5 all fucking day. Push. 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 You got it.
Fuck. That was a hard 3rd rep. Woo. Maybe I should have put the elbow sleeves on. Hey, I'm very glad he didn't touch that 3rd one. It was close, I know, but I'm glad he didn't. Yeah, it's been over a year since I hit it for that 1, and that 1 that I hit it looked like the last rep that I remember. You was there, you was spotting me. Yeah, and I had sleeves. If I'd put, well, I wouldn't have got 4 even with sleeves, but the 3rd one would have been maybe a little easier with sleeves, but. Yeah, dude, it bottomed me out.
If he does 410 right now, it's gonna bottom out.
Yeah.
Hey,
stop it right now. You're gonna talk me in the. It's a lot of weight, dude.
a lot of weight on your chest.
Your arms ain't like your legs. You know what I mean? It's like squatting 500 plus for reps. It just starts to. Well, I plan on maxing again in like 6 to 8 weeks. Actually, maxing.
I'm saying you could probably hit it right now, but I think that you have more in the tank.
Yeah.
Fresh day, so it'd be like, what's the
Well,
point
it has me at a 451 rep. I'm like, god dang, 450.
With that?
Yeah, hitting that for 3. Of course, that 3rd one was tough though. So maybe like 445 something, just to be a little conservative. Well, it actually had me at 455. So take 10 pounds off 445 maybe for 1. Yeah, that 3rd, I'm going to go back and watch that 3rd one. I don't know why it got so much tougher. I don't know if I came down, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I came down just a little off where I should have been.
Yeah. Triples, even though
the first 2.
handle this weight, like I think that if you trained triples for like a month, like go it up like 4s, 3s, 2s, back to 3s.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to rep 415 for 3,
That'd be sick.
420 for 3. Because I mean, like your speed on the first 2 reps.
Crazy.
Yeah, like it would look like.
I honestly, like, I'm one of, you've seen me lift. I'm one of those guys where, like, I probably should have held the second one for a couple seconds and then went for the third. I did 1, 2. Now I went straight into the third one again, and I think I just do better if I pause for a second or two, like regather, and then go for that final rep.
I mean,
I think I should have done that, and the third one would have been a little easier. Yeah. I'm gonna do a couple sets 315 now. Just get some hypertrophy. Fuck. All right, guys. So 4 or 5 for 3, pretty fucking cool. But as you guys could tell, that third rep was tough. But honestly, in hindsight, so I've learned this about myself. This is where I kind of say, learn your body. I know it sounds weird, but it's honestly a true statement. You need to learn certain things about yourself to perform the best. So for me, when I'm coming up to that final rep, when I know I only have 1 rep left, or at least it's very close to only 1, maybe 2, I'll do, say I have 7 reps, I'll do the first 5, and then I'll pause. I will pause at the top for 2, sometimes even 3 seconds, almost kind of like regathering and getting prepared for the final rep or 2. I'll take some breaths, and then I'll go down and get 1 or 2, however many more I can get. But on this previous set I just did with 4 or 5, I didn't do that. I did 1, 2 for like a second, and then I went straight into the third one. So in hindsight, I think I would have done better if after the first 2, I would have waited 2 or 3 seconds, kind of regathered myself, and then went for it. But I mean, all in all, I got it. So I'm not gonna sit here and complain too much. But I think it would have been a little smoother if I would have done that. And this is just me I'm kind of halfway guessing, but just knowing my body, I think I would have done better. But like I said, I got it, so I'm not gonna sit here and fret over it too much. But yeah. So since I hit that and it was, I'm very happy with it. I think I'm gonna do a couple sets of 315. Nothing crazy, just hypertrophy. Try to get 11, 12, whatever I can get. But I really want to control the reps. It's not about explosiveness here. I want to get good, controlled, steady reps for maximum hypertrophy. Like I said, I'll probably just do a couple sets and then move on to some dumbbell flies, man. Pretty fucking cool though. It's I kind of feel like I'm having a little bit of an adrenaline dump because I got so hyped up for that 4 or 5. So hopefully that starts to balance back out. But like, I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm having like an adrenaline dump, it feels like. But anyways, I shouldn't need salts for this, so. All right. If I would have had a spotter, I might have went for 11 there. Probably could have got it, but that's all right. I'll try to do one more, get 10 again, and then fuck, dude. I'm pretty excited about that lift. I keep losing my train of thought as I keep thinking about it. But yeah, one more here, and oh fuck, as long as I don't throw up here. Goddamn. One more, and we'll do dumbbell flies. Guys, I'm about to refocus here. I keep thinking about how I got that for 3, and it's don't get me wrong, it's fucking badass. I had only 215 pounds body weight on a cut. Pretty fucking cool, but it's kind of distracting me from what I need to be focusing on now, which is, you know, just getting a ton of blood in the chest and getting great hypertrophy. I mean, I guess it's a good distraction if there is such thing as that in the gym. But yeah, I gotta refocus here. You know what? Again, wasn't planning on it. I think I'm gonna do a drop set though. No.
Nice. Nice. Come on, one more. Get that in. Come on.
Thanks. All right, guys. That's it for bench. fucking badass bench day, man. It's got me super pumped. All right. Try to squeeze in somewhere to. Oh, hey, you're good. You're good. I got people tap dancing over here. Try to miss my camera. But I'll try to squeeze in over here and get some dumbbell flies going. All right. Kind of give myself a break here, before I get into this set. I will say, whenever you're going for a heavy set like that, whether it be an actual 1 rep max or a heavy double, triple, heavy set of 5, whatever, you need to have good communication before you even start the lift with your spotter. Preferably someone that spotted you before and kind of knows the signs that that you will give when you're not going to get that rep. But if not, like I said, have good communication with them. Kind of let them know, like, hey, I'll let you know whenever it's a no-go and I need your help. Because like if I would have had, there's probably only 2-3 people in this gym, and one of them was the one that was spotting me, that knew not to touch the bar on that 3rd rep for me, because I had it. It was just going to be a grind. Like I've hit reps like that before. A lot of people have, but like I said, a lot of spotters, and it's not even that they're wrong or that they're, their heart's in the wrong place. They're trying to, be safe, but a lot of them kind of are a little quick to the trigger and want to touch the bar before it's necessary. So yeah, like you need to make sure you have that good communication with them, and like if you have to, just tell them, like, listen, I'll tell you, when to touch the bar if I'm definitely not gonna get it. That 3rd rep was definitely a grind, and like I said, if there had been anyone else spotting me, maybe 1 or 2 other people would have known not to touch it, but I wouldn't have been surprised if someone else was spotting me and that they would have hurried up and grabbed that bar when I would have had it, obviously, because I got it. But I got the 90s. This might be a little ambitious at this point. But like I said, I'm still kind of hyped up from that 405 for 3. So I at least want to try the 90s for 1 set. And if it's too much, I'll go back down to the 85s or 80s. But yeah, let's see. Well, safe to say I definitely hadn't. There's no chance I was getting any more reps on that set, but it honestly felt pretty good. So I'm gonna try 2 more sets with the 90s, and I think we'll be all right. Woo. I'll admit that set was a little more difficult. Just a little bit. Well, no, I'm being honest, it's actually quite a bit more difficult. But I'm sure you guys can see whenever you're doing these, honestly, anything that involves you laying down on a bench to hit chest, whether it be barbell bench, dumbbell fly, etc., it's very, very important to make sure you're pulling your shoulder blades back and down. You want your chest. Another good way to another good cue to remember is to pull your ribs up, almost like you're pulling your ribs up through your shirt, and that'll kind of naturally make sure your shoulders are where they're supposed to be, and then make sure your lats are contracted pretty good. Because if you don't, listen, I've had one shoulder injury. Well, let me think. One, it wasn't even really a shoulder injury. It was bicep tendonitis, but I felt it in my shoulder. So honestly, it probably wasn't even from bad form on bench or dumbbell flies. Like I've been a stickler about that ever since I started training. So that's really why I've never had a shoulder injury. But that was the only one that kind of bothered my shoulder in 13 years of training. I've heard some horror stories about shoulder injuries. They linger and linger. They'll come back, sometimes worse. So trust me, you do not want to get a fucking shoulder injury. You just don't. Make sure your form is good. And if you have to, if you're a novice lifter, haven't been training very long, or even if you're an intermediate, but you keep having these shoulder pains come back and shoulder problems, it could, it might not be, but chances are it's probably if you bench a lot, even if you don't, chances are that your form might be a little off when you're bench pressing, or if you do dumbbell flies like this and stuff. But so yeah, you got to make sure that shit is on point. Where was I going with? Oh yeah, if you have to, just to make sure you get your form good and it becomes kind of a habit, like it just comes naturally to you. Drop the weight a little bit. I know, trust me, I know it's very hard to drop the weight. I never want to drop the weight. I want to keep going up in fucking weight. But yeah, if you start having injuries, you fucking got to. Don't let your fucking ego get in the way of because if you get hurt, it's just gonna set you back farther than where you are in that moment. So yeah, just if you have to, just to get your form good, lighten the weight a little bit, work on your form, and then chances are you'll actually get stronger pretty quickly than where you was at that point. So, anyways, one more.
You don't think you had that much volume today, did you? Oh wait, you did over 250 reps.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah, that set was much tougher than the first two. Luckily, that's the last one here for this, so that works out pretty fucking good. Yeah, now you guys guessed it. Incline dumbbell flies next. Nothing fucking, again, pretty repetitive, but in order to get where you want to get, you got to repeat what works. But maybe here and there just make little tweaks, but generally it's a lot of the same shit. So yeah, incline dumbbell flies. All right. Yeah, I was going to stick with the 75s for these incline dumbbell flies, but I actually went up to the 80s here, and I'm kind of glad I did because that wasn't too bad, really. It wasn't that bad at all. Now, I'm sure by the third set, it'll be quite a bit tougher, but I still think 80s were the right choice. So, yeah, 2 more. Oh, fuck. Oh, boy. Oh, being completely honest, that set felt fucking horrible. The weight was significantly heavier than the previous set. Well, it wasn't heavier, it's the same weight, obviously. But damn, it felt way heavier. Has me considering if I should just go down to the 75s on this last one. I don't know. I'll probably sit on it and I don't know, kind of think about it. But I am considering going down to the 75s. But then again, I only have one more set of these. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe I should just, I don't know. Like I said, I'll sit on it a couple minutes and see. But I'm kind of on the fence right now. I decided to sit with the 80s. Now, this could be a complete disaster. But then again, it could be a nice, pleasant surprise because it might be a little easier. You know, I never really know how it's going to go when something like that happens. Sometimes, first set would be somewhat easy. Second set would be, you know, a little harder or even way harder. And I'm like, oh man, I should probably drop weight. And, you know, sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. And on the times that I don't, in a weird way, the third set might be easier than the second one. Makes no fucking sense to me. But yeah, we're going to try the 80s one more time. I might take the pause out at the bottom. Or if I leave it in there, it'll just be, you know, a lot quicker. It'll literally be like a half-second pause. You know, just to try to make this a little smoother. I mean, really, I don't even know how many I did, which, I mean, that's nothing new. I do that a lot. I mean, regardless of the number of reps I did there, it was enough. That's all I know, because there was no way I was getting another one. So I'm thinking it was between 8 and 10, somewhere in there. That's pretty good, considering how that previous set felt. So, yeah, I think today I've kind of went away from the supinated flies, at least the past 2 or 3 chest workouts. I think today I'm going to go back to them and, yeah, do 3 sets there and fucking like always. Go back there and see what the chest is looking like. Damn, that was tough. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty tough. Uh, one more. I got nothing to say after that one. All right. I was contemplating doing a drop set, but no. I think that's gonna be it. I think that is it. Let's go back there and see what's going on, man. I don't know. I feel pretty pumped up, so let's go see. Okay, so I didn't record these, but I did do a couple sets of just bodyweight push-ups. Nothing crazy. I went pretty slow in the eccentric for like the first 50% of the set, and then after that, I just repped it out. But yeah, dude. So fucking PR on bench today. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of carried me through this whole workout. Had me very pumped up. You know, honestly, I kind of want to just get straight into this. So let's fucking see. Hey, we're about to go in that bathroom here in a second. Hang on, Braden. Let me finish. Let me finish this video. What are we doing? What's the video?
Right. I mean, I don't really give a crap. Like, I'm sure they're good. I mean, there's a lot of things that you gotta find the happy medium where it's not as cold. Well, I mean, that's the thing is there's so many good things to do, but if you try to do too many of them or do just the same stuff, So much better at it. See, I haven't run a mile in like 2 years.
All right. Am I missing it? Let's try side tricep. Again, I fucking suck at this pose, but yeah. Dude, I will say that's probably, you know what? No, not probably. That definitely is my weakest pose. So I really need to make sure I start, practicing and honing in on that even more. But yeah, I mean, like I said, fucking badass chest day. So I probably won't. I don't know. I'm thinking I actually want a 1 rep max in like probably 2 months, maybe a little longer. I kind of feel it out and wait and see. But I think, like I said, for at least the next couple months, I'm not gonna do anything crazy heavy on bench since I hit a pretty good PR today. I mean, fuck. I always say this shit and I always change my mind. But at least right now, that's what I'm thinking. So I'll probably go back to dumbbells for a while and just work with that. And like I said, in like 2 to 3 months, once the cut has been over for a little bit, I'll probably end up starting to creep back up and work up to a 1 rep max over the course of like 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Slowly build it up, and hopefully by then my 1 rep max is even a little bit more than 450. Now, see, I have this bodybuilding show that I'm gonna do later this year. So like the 1 rep maxes aren't really the focal point and the most important thing at the moment. But it's one of those things where it's like I feel fucking strong. So I kind of want to take advantage of it and, you know, hit the 1 rep maxes while it's feeling pretty good before I start cutting again seriously for the bodybuilding show. But anyways, I am on 20% battery. So we're going to call it good there and be back here tomorrow for some biceps and back.